Disappearances can be deadly. On Max's birthday, he finds a sort of magic mirror in the attic. It can make him become invisible. So Max and his friends start playing Now You See Me, Now You Don't, until Max realizes that he's losing control, staying invisible a little too long, having a harder time coming back. Getting invisible is turning into a very dangerous game. The next time Max gets invisible, will it be forever? Hello folks, welcome back to our channel reviews. Today, I'm bringing you another Goosebumps book review, and this time I'll be doing it on the very 6th book entitled, Let's Get Invisible. But before I do so, you know the ritual, I have to say a few things about the front cover. I dig the green color, very dark green, and the picture itself with very simplistic with the boy. And he's looking at his, reflection. He's checking himself out. And the tagline reads, Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see him, now you don't. Wow, that's such a great front cover where you have this really bewildered boy who doesn't even understand what the heck is going on. And he's checking himself out in front of the mirror. And I think you have some cobwebs and that very bright light. And also, it kind of contrasts with his, I believe, his yellow shirt, his yellow sweatshirt, and actually, it's more like it feels orange, and also the orange frame of the mirror. And you have a very dark blue, very pale blue all around, contrasted with the green, very dark green I talked about before. So now let's get into the book itself. So the book itself is basically about this boy. His name is Max, and he's having a birthday party at his house. Now, Max has a brother. His name is Lefty. Actually, his real name isn't Lefty, but he obviously nicknamed Lefty because he's the only left-handed boy in the family. And so it's kind of a way to poke fun at him, make fun of him and stuff like this. You know how kids are in Goosebumps books. And so basically what happens is that Max is going to have a few friends over for his birthday party, including Erin and April, two girls from his school, I believe. And they're going to have, fun. First of all, they're going to bring the gifts and stuff, the presents and all of that, his birthday gifts. And then they're going to go to they're actually going to play around the house, and they decide to go to play in the attic. And actually, Max has a dog. His name is Whitey. I believe his name is Whitey. Is a humorous way also to, actually, it's kind of, how could I say? It's kind of cynical because, I believe that he's a dog, which is, any color but white, actually. So it's kind of, it contrasts with the idea of making fun in the book. So basically, they're going to go to the attic. Actually, Whitey's going to sniff out, around this, the door, a hidden door. And they're going to open that hidden door. And they're going to find there a mysterious mirror. And actually, the mirror has some kind of powers or some kind of, supernatural abilities, you may call them. Basically, what happens is that there's a string, and which is tied to a bulb, and a bulb shaped in a particular way as well, in particular shape. And basically, what happens is, if you actually turn the light bulb on, and you happen to be in front of the mirror at the time where it goes on, you'll go invisible. Now, there's a catch to it. If you get invisible for too long, actually, you'll get kind of dizzy, and it seems like you're very far, far away, and everything, every color, everybody's kind of fading away. And also, when the light goes on, it's like as if you were floating, actually, after you've been staying invisible for too long. And basically, whenever you actually turn the light bulb on, there's that very bright light, that kind of goes on and illuminates the place, and actually, makes your eyes go, it actually hurt the eyes. It actually would hurt your eyes if you happen to be staring at your reflection at that time, because the light is actually so bright and it actually makes you go dizzy. You get the gist. So actually, yeah, it's a very, the mirror has a very dark side to it, and which is more explored in the book. But then the kids decide to have some competition. There's that boy Zach, who is kind of a show off, again, typical in a Goosebumps book, and who likes to claim he's the best in everything and stuff. So he decides to play with them, and actually they're having this competition in which the one who remains invisible for the longest time actually wins. And then you have to break, if somebody, for example, manages to stay invisible for 5 long minutes, the others would actually more likely try to break the record. So you kind of see the picture. It really is like a competition thing, all centered around the mirror. So that's pretty much it for the book. Obviously, something is going to happen, but I don't want to spoil it for you folks. I don't want to do that. But yeah, so basically, what did I think about this book? I think that this book is very underrated, and it was such a pleasant read. Really, it was such a pleasant read. It's actually really scary and creepy at the same time. It's like, those mirrors and stuff, they kind of have this, there are a lot of movies about mirrors, so they have this sort of vibe about them. I think if you look at them in such a way, like in that Goosebumps book in particular, and it also reminded me a little bit about Say Cheese and Die, where you have the camera, which is actually has all these evil powers. Basically, it's kind of the same thing in that story with the mirror. And I love the fact that Stine is able to convey so much, fear, to the readers by actually taking some real, normal day-to-life appliances, or even regular things that you wouldn't suspect to be anywhere near evil. But actually, Stine did such a great job at, instilling fear in our readers' minds through, normal things like that. So I think that this book doesn't get a lot of attention. It definitely should get more attention. It's a really, pleasant read. And since it's one of the first Goosebumps books having ever been published, actually, I got to say that the first few books were kind of really creepy, like Welcome to Dead House, Say Cheese and Die, Let's Get Invisible, and some others I'll get to later. It's such a pleasant thing for us readers who like to being scared and all that, to have a book that are so wondrous things like that, and actually manages to scare us as readers. Like, really, that book actually creeped me out. And the final twist itself, I believe, could be taken lightly, could be seen as some kind of a joke or something like that, but at the same time also it's pretty creepy. So if I were to give it a rating, to this book, I would give it, I believe, 8 out of 10. It was such a pleasant book. I would definitely recommend it to any Goosebumps book fan out there. And yeah, if you were thinking about starting with the Goosebumps book, you're not actually too sure about it, well, where to start exactly, you don't actually know which one would be a good a good book to start. I would say maybe this one. Maybe this one would do the trick. It was such a pleasant read and doesn't get a lot of attention. I don't know why. Not a lot of people talk about Let's Get Invisible, but it definitely should get more attention. So that's pretty much it for the review. What did you think about Let's Get Invisible? Did you like it? Did you hate it? And let me know in the comment section down below. And is it your favorite Goosebumps book? Is it your worst Goosebumps book? Please let me know. I'm dying to know. And in the meantime, folks, stay safe, and see you on the next review for Night of the Living Dummy. This is Horror Channel Reviews for You, signing off. Take care, and goodbye.